to your album. That's cute. The photo has been saved to your...
I love comedy and tragedy.
I love comedy and tragedy. I want that as a tattoo somewhere at some point, but...
She's like me for real, for real.
First, you want to get a little low in the water, right? You really want to put your lower jaw in the water. And then you... Have you ever seen, like, Tibetan throat singing? That's kind of what you want to do. You want to get down in the water and just... And I guarantee they're going to come knocking.
What do we do? I don't know. No, no way! I'm dead.
Stop pushing me, stop pushing me. Oh my god. No way! What do you mean to hit traffic again? Oh my god. That's a restart. No, no, no. That is a train wreck. Oh, don't say that. No, no, I can catch up to them.
Die.
Here we go. This is apparently Arya's friend, a goblin that is well endowed. Good for them. I like their hair. Their hair's really nice too.
Kind of missed the point of Ava. Anyway, so what do I think of it? I think Bomberman is really good. I love dead children.
I pushed him off the mountain. Shouldn't he take fall damage?
Yes, he most definitely should. Fuck.
No! I should have switched. And you pushed me away.
Yeah, dude. Let's go.
We were overdue for one. Let's
We got the last shot.
I think you really like it.
Yeah. I was trying to rush him and it didn't work. I wanted to rush him so badly.
I don't know who got the final shot. Was it me?
Hello, French. Bonjour.
Is that it?
Oui.
See, I had a theory you knew fluent French, so I'm glad I didn't put money on it.
Gracias.
Oh my god. That was pretty good. That was good.
Alright, it's my turn.
Alright.
Ladies and gentlemen, Garfield and friends.
We're ready to party! Ready to party!
you bring lots of spaghetti.
I'm scared. Come on in, come to the place where fun never ends. Come on in, it's time to party with Garfield and friends. Dancing,
Fiesta,
romancing,
siesta,
samba,
la bamba. Ay caramba, disguises, surprises, and pies of all sizes.
Come on in, come to the place where fun never ends. Come on in, it's time to party with Garfield and friends. Come on in, it's time to party with Garfield and friends. Garfield and friends.
And pay attention. There'll be a test at the end.
Hey, hombres, arriba, highway, camaradas, playing Bomberman again, otra vez, ay. Hola, gringos and fellow colonized browns. Happy Dingo de Mayo, or at least for the next hour or so. Hello, well, hey there. Hello, and welcome. What are you doing, hullabaloo, and all that good stuff, too? Welcome in. Hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday. It's still Tuesday, right? That's the day. It's Tuesday. Okay, I gotta check. The days just blurring. They just blur together for me, guys. Happy Tuesday. I hope your Tuesday Dingo de Mayo evening is finding you and greeting you about as well as it's finding and greeting me. Swollen Dingus here, coming back to Bomberman after a near 3 month? We'll be nice and say 2 months and some change. 2 months and some change absence. I'm scared of this game. I'm very afraid of it. So I'm making the very smart and intelligent human idea to play through it 2 months later, having forgotten most of the nuances of the game. But big ups to the dinguses out there. The dingers, the dongers, the ding-dongs, the swollen double underscore ones, the dingeteers, and expanded style individuals, peoples, and persons existing in the right here, right now, present day, present time, currently listening to the sound of my voice. And a bigger big ups out there to the dinguses, the dingers, the dongers, the ding-dongs, the swollen double underscore ones, the dingeteers, and expanded style individuals, peoples, and persons who may or may not surely be arriving in the immediate and far-flung future, including, but certainly not limited to, the following. Makoto underscore Zip, J Frosty, Golden Cream, Imitation Orange, welcome in, Zerpachi, Loop 1, Tronic Speed, Dragon Slayer Productions, Chris Phoenix with the 135 stream streak, welcome in, says, happy Dingo de Mayo, dude. I had a very conservative Dingo de Mayo myself. I ate tacos. I ate tacos. I graciously ate tacos. But look, I didn't drag it out over the course of the entire day, like what I usually do when it comes to me eating. I did actually consume them in a relatively timely manner. Big ups, Rebsy. Back to hell we go back. Yeah, we are going back in hell. And hello, GP. I'm the first person here. I wasn't, but give it to me. It's yours, my friend. GPM's got enough freebies. No tequila tonight. I do not drink or smoke. No. So none of that for me. Thanks. Anyway, yeah, we're going back to this game. I didn't forget about it. I never did. It was always in the back of my head, back of my neck, back of my mind. I wasn't gonna scam the viewers out of the playthrough, you guys. But I wanted to get some other things off the conveyor belt before going back to this one, and we finally got those things off the conveyor belt, having finished the entire Gex franchise and Fire Emblem Binding Blade. So going back to this one, a quick recap. It's a collection of 5 games, 5 Super Bomberman games, 1 to 3, originally released in English, 4 and 5, originally Japan only, but now localized in English for the first time. The first 2 games I beat twice already. Once during the anniversary marathon this year, and then another time on like a separate stream later that same month. I think it should have been in February, yeah. But 3. So the third game, this is the filter. The third game, I got to the end of Super Bomberman 3 in the marathon, and I proceeded to get stonewalled for, I want to say, 6 hours in the same final level. Many game overs were had. No save states or rewinds were used because I'm very hard on myself. Let's just say I fucking wage quit. And then when I went back to the game later that month, I wage quit so hard, I just redid 1 and 2. I completed 1 and 2 again. And then I worked my way back up to Super Bomberman 3. And then guess what? By the end of that stream, I didn't even attempt the final level. I kind of just wage quit it again and said I would put it off and come back to it at a later date. Guess what? That later date is right now, right here, right now, as you're listening to me. I'm gonna do it. Now, it's probably gonna be the worst idea ever, because as I said, it's been months since I last picked it up. I'm a little rusty, man. I hear that's the key term this week. When you haven't played a genre of game in so long, you have to say you're rusty. Oh, I'm rusty. The game is dusty. My boobs are busty on my shy lady here, who I am not, by the way. I'm actually the shy guy and the shy gal's booba. But besides all the usty related words and associated wordplay, I will do my best to complete this final level and the final boss associated with it, which I got to. I did get to the final boss during the marathon like twice, but I just couldn't. I just couldn't get over it. I could not beat him. If I can, though, tonight, I'd like to start Super Bomberman 4, and then continue from there. Thank you for the Dingy Fumo, Rebsy. I see Phil is existing, too. He's doing, he's also playing the game that he's taking way too long to beat, just like me. He's playing, Mouse PI. Let me, scroll up here. Big ups, Eddie B43. Big ups, Dogsplained. Bomberman scam time. His fragile dingus body couldn't handle alcohol. Oh, I literally can't. Of course, Jay Frosty is referencing when I went to a New Year's party, like a little, not really like a big party, more like a hangout between coworkers for New Year's one year, a few years ago, and I tried alcohol. It proceeded to go down into my body, and then it came right back out every orifice, just about every orifice on my face, maybe even my ear. And instead of playing 3, you played the side-scroller instead because they had a Valentine's Day event. It was a fan game. I was asked to play it. Am I tripping already? You're starting to dip to the right. I think it might be the perspective caused by the glasses. I was trying to fix it earlier. I did not mess with the model. I can take the glasses off. I thought they'd be a little silly for tonight, but if it's causing me to shrimp, the new shrimp meme, oh, I guess I just have no choice. Hey, Krusty Punky. Hey, praise that son. Alright, now that I got one guide into taking the prop off, I guess we should start with the game. Thank you, Golden Cream, for the 7-stream streak. So this is the final level. Of course, the layout is randomized every time I start it. There are 7 levels here that I have to complete. I don't even know why I'm playing safe, because I have the bomb that, like, just explodes through everything. But I don't really want this bomb. I want the remote detonation bombs. Those are the bombs that you can use to scam the whole game. Also, that's bad. It's all about positioning, chat. So, I was quite actually stonewalled by this map. I just kept running out of lives, I kept getting game overs. And these guys are hiding up here. These guys, when they're flying, you can't attack them. You can only get them when they're on the ground. See? Okay, now, look. Now it's cleared. I had such a hard time during the marathon, because I kept getting game overs, and when you get a game over, your power-ups get reset. Luckily, this is from my second attempt during that later stream, later that same month. So I still have my power-ups from that run. Of course, they will be lost as soon as I lose even one life. Oh yeah, that's the first floor. I didn't have those spiky bombs during the marathon, so it was kind of just me playing very safe-like. Oh, I already fucked up. Oh wait, no, that worked out. But yeah, the idea is you do 7 levels all on 1 life. If you die even once, like that, I lost my Louis. He acts as an extra hit. If I get hit and die even one time, you go back to the start of the gauntlet. Very, very not chill. See, those are the remote bombs that I want. Why do I want them? Because of that. They're remote detonated, which means I don't have to be pressured by the timer. It also allows me to set up bomb walls. It's all about shielding yourself. Bomb placement. Happy single day, Dingus. Thank you, GPM. Also, I don't like these enemies. Their explosions, There's the first life. Okay, so all my power-ups are gone. Okay, there's my next life. I was trying to pause the game so I could read chat. I thought it sent me back to the first floor. It kind of messes up what I was just saying. Maybe my memory's off. Well, I'm starting off at the 3rd floor. The problem, of course, is all my advantages are gone. It's gonna be a long night. No, I'll just rage quit if it gets to that point. That's kind of why I started so late. Hi, Knock. The game over sends me back to the beginning. How do you remember that, but I don't? Were you just that excited for me to come back to the game? I do feel like I'm tilting for some reason tonight. My fucking tism! Why am I tilting? Imagine it's the Fumo actually adding weight onto my head. But I felt like I was kind of doing that before. Oh man, everything gets defaulted. Yeah, so these enemies can explode on their own. And when they do that, when you hit them, they blow up. And then they can also explode on their own. Oh god, it's not going good. No, physically tilting.
Dog, how you doing, dude?
We're not starting off on the right foot, Aqua. Oh my god. Oh, I'm losing it. Those first 2 floors were too good. Remember, I started off with 9 lives. Maybe it's because of the positioning for my camera. Revenge of the Bomber? I kind of regret even playing it already. I kind of regret even playing it already. Okay. Oh, these guys require 2 hits. I like Bomberman, guys. I really do. He's a fun character. Oh yeah, and they're like duplicate golems that are just kind of hiding. You have to be very careful with the bombs, though. They have, like, max range. If even one of your bombs carelessly hits them, you defeat them, yay, but they also explode. Like, look, this is so mean! Okay. No, okay. It's like me when I did my PS1 Frogger Grudge match stream. For the first 5 minutes, I was like, this won't be so bad. Then I was like, oh, right, yeah, this game sucks ass. Now, that is also a game that I would like to revisit, but then I'd probably regret it as soon as I got too far into it. Yeah, I don't like these enemies. I probably should have kept the piercing bomb. How was your Cinco de Mayo, Dingo? I didn't really do much, TBH, just another day, but I did have some tacos. And no, I didn't go to Taco Bell. But no, nothing too extravagant today. See, all of that just for one guy who kept just moving around. I wish those missiles would have a little bit more range. At least the bombs are gone. Okay. Problem, it's what, 7 lives for the 3rd floor, and I still have 4 more floors to go. There is an extra life in the next floor. Family want to get burritos and tacos, was forced to be the driver, so no margaritas for me. What a shame, what a shame, what a world! Aqua, what a world. These Vector Man looking dudes are annoying because I think it's based on distance. If you're close to them when they explode, they'll just like bounce around. Something about the distance. Oh, wait, it's the distance to each other. If they're closer to another guy, they'll just do that. And the AI will always favor bouncing towards you for some reason. Mr. Fun. Ah, fuck. That was a mistake. Oh yeah, that's the first game over. There is an extra life here, but it's not gonna matter. I already wasted the power-ups that I needed. And I did, I'm not gonna front, I did do practice runs off stream, just to kind of like refresh myself. And we're done. Okay, that's the first game over. I actually did do practice runs off stream, and they were pretty good, they were pretty good. But I guess it's different when you're performing for a crowd. Thank you for the 140 stream streak. I did 2-player. Oh man, I'm fully downgraded. Yeah, I don't have anything. Oh, these floors are gonna be so much longer now. Oh man. Dude, I just lost everything. It's kind of just now hitting me how ugly this was. Like, I'm actually being reminded in real time of why the marathon was such a bad idea. You know, I'll just say it too. The decision to get the remote bombs probably wasn't the best one. I kind of just cleared those first 2 floors pretty easily with the spike bombs. Maybe I should have kept those. I actually hate these guys the most. They take 2 hits to defeat, and they shoot out little pin missiles at you, and they're annoying, and they move really fast. Like, the rocket guys move fast too, but they only die in 1 hit. They don't really have a gimmick, per se, besides the fact that they move really fast. When you get them even 1 time, like, that's it, they're dead. Okay, sometimes you get lucky like that, and he shoots a missile, detonates a bomb, that's close enough to affect him as well. But as soon as he's up in the air, no bomb will affect him. And you're kind of just time-gated until he gets back on the ground. There you go. Yeah, true. Happy U-Day, dingus. You? What do you mean by that? What the fuck do you mean, you? Thank you. Alright, give me that. I can't believe this is the default speed. I'm so slow. Well, even though I tore through this when I had the spike bombs, now I have to play really slowly. Like, I actually have to build up my power-ups from nothing. Like, it's all gonna be spent towards the final boss. So while I could speedrun through this as best as I can, with the lack of power-ups, I probably shouldn't, because then I won't have anything for the final encounter with Mr. Bugler. That's his name, in case you've forgotten. Professor Bugler. Sometimes called Burglar, sometimes called just Buglar. His name has been very inconsistent. But he's basically the Dr. Robotnik of the Bomberman series. Your Dr. Eggman, your Dr. Wily. Not as popular as either character. This one is the... What do you do? I don't actually know what this one does. Are you the jumper? I don't know what the yellow one does. Is it the kicker? I don't know. It's an extra hit for me. Bomberman, how hard can it be? 7 levels I have to do in a row with some pretty annoying enemies. I really don't like the green guys. But if you can separate him from his friends, he dies in 1 hit. Otherwise, he's invincible. If he's near another one of his type, yep, there you go. Bomb shield didn't work. Or, well, I didn't get out of the way in time. Big fan of these enemies. Man, but it really just kind of underscores how quickly I cleared them when I had the spike bombs. Just spam, I just spam, and they pass through all the soft blocks, and that would be kind of it. But then when you have all that power, you're prone to playing, I guess you could say, you're prone to making riskier plays. Like, you play faster and more carelessly. I would say I'm definitely a careless Bomberman player. Hey, Pancake Mix. Is Bomberman even popular? No. I think there was back in the 90s, let's say 90s, 2000s, where there was like this, you didn't have many resources to like, okay, an illusion of being iconic without actually being so. Like, he had so many games, but I think that's just because they were easy to make. I feel like everyone's played at least one Bomberman game, but very few people can, like, actually tell you about a Bomberman game. Does that make sense? Like, if I like, grabbed you by the collar, tugged you close to me, our faces inches apart, and I demanded you to tell me the plot of Super Bomberman 2, like, could you do it? Like, no, you can't. I feel like Bomberman as the gameplay style of Bomberman, the party-like atmosphere, is popular enough for most people to have played one Bomberman game in their lifetime. But if I actually asked you to tell me about a Bomberman game, I don't think most people would be able to do it. I don't know if that speaks to, like, nobody liking the campaigns of Bomberman games, or what. Maybe people just exclusively see it as a multiplayer simulator, just something to play with friends when they're not playing Bomberman. When they're not playing Mario Party, I meant to say. But it's kind of interesting to think about. I think it's that sense of what's considered iconic and popular versus, like, the reality of the situation. I think you see a lot of that too with Mega Man, where Mega Man was hailed as being as popular as, like, Mario and Sonic, like this big grand character who, like, everyone knows about. And perhaps from a general gaming zeitgeist perspective, you might agree that Mega Man is, like, as a character, is recognizable. But then you look at the sales for each of the games and you compare them to, like, Mario and Sonic games of the same era, then you realize, well, was he really that popular? Bomberman's the same way, to an even lesser degree. Like, I'm pretty sure Bomberman is sold less than Mega Man. So things might be getting slightly easier now that we have the remote bombs back, though. As much as I like the remote bombs, maybe the spike bombs would have been more useful here. I can detonate these whenever I want, which is a good thing. The bad part is these guys. Case in point. I got nervous because I saw him fly towards me. I want to say the power-ups are RNG as well. The only thing that isn't would be the extra lives you get. Like, I know there's always an extra life here. See, okay, another one joined up. Those two are gonna jump around. Perhaps my issue was trying to come back to this game, and instead of like easing my way back in, I just like pushed myself onto the final level, and I just think it's gonna this will be fine and dandy. There's nothing wrong with that. That makes sense, right? It's like imagine I put Super Mario Galaxy 2 off for months, right? And then I come back to it, and I come back to it on Grandmaster Galaxy. Like, yeah, I'd probably spurg out just a little bit. Hello, Eagle. There's the extra life I talked about. See, extra life is always on this floor, but I think the power-ups aside from that are randomized. You just go over the bomb? I didn't know he could do that. Well, it may not have sold well in the 90s, it was a smaller market at the time. I just think with, like, sure, the internet existed, but it wasn't as prominent as it is today, of course. But I guess, you know, marketing is smaller, it's a smaller... Everything is smaller. So when companies tell you these characters are popular and iconic and you should like them, don't really have the data to refute that. Hey, Carl, I'm already fucking up and seething. Hello, how's it going? Oh yeah, I can flip the conveyor belts with these. Okay, that guy, get that guy, get that guy. It didn't get that guy. Oh, that's bad. Oh, okay, that kind of worked out. That didn't work out, they combined. They're brothers in arms! Oh my god, really? Hey, Toka. I know if I didn't show my face on stream, you'll probably start telling tales of me saying slurs and shit. Probably. Going to Vegas and not seeing me. Oh, that was a wacky day, wasn't it? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing okay. Just another Cinco de Mayo. I didn't do much, even though I'm brown. But I did eat tacos. I'm returning to Bomberman. Probably a bad idea. I am wholly unprepared to do so. Did I beat Fire Emblem? I beat Fire Emblem. Sadly, there is one more insanely hard game that I have to beat. Two more, actually. Massively long and glamorous stream. Yeah, it was pretty okay. I liked it. No, not 12 hours, 10 hours. It's still pretty long. Definitely by my standards. And of course, I made it longer. I was ready to go to bed, Carl, but guess what? Right as I went to bed, daily wrap. Right as I was ready to end daily wrap. Or did I? Very cool. And a burrito horchata! And a churro. It's been a while since I had a churro. Oh yeah, very, very cool. He just joins in and then shoots another missile at me. Hey, Pancake Mix. Where's my sombrero? I have it on, but Rebsy activated the Fumo, so it's covering it. But I am wearing it. You can kind of see it if you peek. But I do, in fact, have the sombrero on. Sometimes you just get screwed up by how the RNG and the enemy placement in the soft blocks ends up. The floor is kind of just randomized. Sometimes it just none of it works out, and you're just sent straight back to game over. Not a horchata guy, not for me, pimp. I can see the appeal though. Yeah, it's not my first choice of drink. the last time I had some something like that was tamarind horchata, tamarindo. It's very good though. A little too sweet for you. I get it. Okay, there we go. I had the horchata, then remembered I'm lactose intolerant. Oh no. Hopefully you didn't suffer too much. If you like retro games, you should follow Tokage Neko. Now adding Ring Fit Adventure sessions to every single one of his streams, almost all of them. Oh yeah, give me that speed boost. How many game overs are we up to? 3 already? Yeah, just a bit of suffering. Yeah, 2 to 3 times a week, there you go. Carl, before you came in, I picked up from the save state, right? That I ended on the last time I played this months ago. And I had like full kitted out power-ups and everything. Immediately die, game resets, all the power-ups are lost. It was a pretty sweet ride up until that point. Oh, wait. This is the best one. You want this one. Here's why. He does that. Now, if I can combine that with the spike bombs, we might be getting somewhere. They really just gave Bomberman his own Yoshi, huh? This is literal proof that Yoshi was all the rage in the 90s. Oh my god. My heckin' mascot character riding a mount. Like, why the fuck did I not think of that? Everyone looking at Miyamoto like Mr. Boss looking at the frowning friends. God fucking damn it, they're fucking geniuses. I beaten Gex, I beaten all the Gex games. Gex is completely done. You will never see Gex again on this channel. There's not even a single Gex game left for me to play that I can even pretend like I can play. I completed all of them fully, 100%. There's nothing left for me to do in any of the Gex games. And I made it that way so that I couldn't even have one of you even disingenuously offer a suggestion as to any kind of excuse for me to return to the IP. It is completely done. There's no excuse that you can possibly come up with to make me return to the franchise. I'm sorry. Hey, Tober. Hey, Nurgle. Yeah, I am back to this. I never beat it. I was afraid of it. I didn't want to return to it. I was scared. Case in point. Gex remake? You love playing remakes? That would be a completely different game. Obviously, when I say what I just said, I'm speaking of existing products. I was looking at chat. What are the upcoming games? I am honestly... I'm gonna die here too, so I may as well. I'm kind of digging the prospect of finally starting my Zelda catch-up that I've been owing. And though it would be out of order, I kind of want to start said catch-up with Four Swords. Oh, that's bad. Want to play Minish Cap again? Hey, Revy. Yeah, sometimes the enemy RNG just isn't on your side. No, Minish Cap is a goated game. Of course, I've not played all the top-down Zelda, 2D Zelda games, but of the ones I have played, Minish Cap is the best one. Even if I don't care too much for the Kinstone mechanic. Oh, this is bad placement. Oh my god, I don't have another bomb. Wind Waker would be fun to see. The 3D ones, I definitely have to give playthroughs to. I've only done Skyward Sword. And I wouldn't even mind going back to Skyward Sword because I didn't play that since the remaster came out. And of course, that was off stream. So I'm kind of feeling that at the moment. Link to the Past is my favorite top-down, but Minish Cap is very good too. See, Link to the Past would be one of the ones I haven't played. And that's like a game so good it's on people's like best of, all-time, forever and ever lists. Recompile of Twilight Princess is dropping soon. Yeah, and I heard they had a decompile of Minish Cap already. It just recently came out this week, actually. Kinstone is alright, just hate that some stuff like game progression, flags and heart containers are locked behind the mechanic. That's the part, like, there was no indication of whether a Kinstone would result in something relevant to your quest or not. So I kind of just felt an obligation to do all of them, because I didn't know which ones would end up being important. It's just all kind of random. Maybe it's not random, but on your first playthrough it feels like it's randomized. You don't know what's going to be relevant to you or not. Gotta drive home, be back later. Okay, Toka. Thank you for stopping by. We'll see if I'm even here by the time you get back. I might wage quit. Oh yeah, drive safe. Alright, this is the little runner dude. I really want the brown one back. Little running fella. Little runner fella. Okay, bad. And it's gone. Sometimes it feels like they gravitate towards the bombs, and in other times it feels like they do everything in their power to stay away from them. No, please give me more bombs, man. I need those bombs. I need those bombs. Oh yeah, and though I did not restream the Kino Casino yesterday, they announced their Friday show is going to be either delayed or it will be it will happen earlier than Friday on Thursday. So basically it will be pushed to either Thursday or Saturday. As for the contents of yesterday's episode, was I debunked? Did they actually have a variety episode? No. No, it really was another all-chair program, baby. The audience was polled on if they wanted the Phil update. No one voted. No one voted for the Phil update. So they instead did more geriatrics at the buffet. There was a mini review text segment at the start, but the audience was not happy with it. They wage quit it early. And if I recall correctly, they even deleted the whole RTU folder. So the RTU folder has been deleted. And DSP content was scammed again. So if I was restreaming yesterday, I kind of would have fucked off after they started watching the buffet people. Again, not that I am against the content, but it's like non-sector content. It's like the perfect time for you to fuck off. But I do like when they look into like lesser sideshows. It's very What the Wednesday coded. Let's follow the other locales for not being interesting. Well, you have to understand, it would be in their it would be in their best interest to be as boring as possible. I think it was Phil who told Wingo during that one pre-stream that they did together that they're both boring on purpose. We do it on purpose to fuck with the trolls so that they don't have any content. You don't get it. The locale meta it is being boring. And then just hoping that no one finds you interesting enough to do a video on. How you doing, Ultra? I feel like I'm slowly losing my mind again, Ultra. I have returned to Bomberman, Super Bomberman 3. And I'm kind of reminding myself in real time as to why I put this down for 2 months. I started off real strong. I feel like if you go back on this VOD watchers, examine in real time how over the course of under an hour, like barely 45 minutes, really 35 minutes, counting like the intro nonsense, you can examine in real time like how my smile and optimism disappear. And he detonated early and killed me, and my remote bombs are now gone. I really dislike the bomb enemy. It feels like his own detonation time is shorter than yours. So if you go in trying to, like, I don't know, play with him, like if you try to psych him out with your own bombs, but forget that he explodes faster than you do, you just get fucked. That wasn't quick enough there. Oh, that's just bad RNG. Yeah, so the bomb enemy is tricky because, you know, he'll explode on his own, and his detonation time is quicker than yours. If he explodes and a bomb of yours is in his way, yours will also detonate. So you have to be extra careful. And then when you do hit him, when he's not ready to explode, he dies, but then explodes one more time, like a Pokemon using self-destruct. Dingus's smile and optimism gone. It's not an unbeatable level, it's just... I guess I'm just dumb and I don't have the patience, really. I'm a very, reckless Bomberman player. Reckless and careless. preventable mistake, I guess. Sometimes it's just like stuff like that. It's just kind of like, well, I guess if I was a bit more patient, that wouldn't have happened. But then it's like, I could have gotten a version of that layout where that enemy wasn't in front of me. It's kind of like, what the fuck? It's how playing older NES, SNES games, you can talk and get killed over and over again and start concentrating on the game more, TBH, at least for me. That is basically what I'm doing right now. I've already kind of stopped talking. Because I'm realizing that the game kind of requires more attention. At least in these stages. I have to, dare I say, turn on gamer mode. And then, of course, when you die so many times, your smile and optimism kind of get stripped away from you, and no longer are you quite as eager to chit-chat. Oh my god, I didn't even see that dude. Like, as I look through the enemies that appear here, like, I honestly struggle to say which one I hate more. Like, this guy wastes so much time and has these dumbass missiles, but the bomb guys are like, go to hell. After every game over, I can load a save state. I might. Hey, Puddin'. I can kind of cope about it not being fair, but I did start the stream. I did start the stream loading that same save state. So the argument can be made that I already kind of self-felted by loading the save state to continue this playthrough. If I wanted it to be truly honorable, I would have just played through the game's first 5 worlds, what, a 4th time? 3rd time? Really, the only advantage I get from doing that is I get my spiked bombs back. And I guess I was a bit faster. Same as you writing down the password. I don't know if the password it provides to me gives me back my power-ups, like all the power-ups I had, or if it would have just reset me to default. If it's the latter, then using the save state is kind of like cheating the game. No, you can't tell me there's nothing wrong with save states when we exist in a cottage industry where DSP gets fucking railed for using them. I know you're just saying that to make me feel better. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay, so the password is 6363. I had no power-ups at the time. Just want to check something. Verify what Dogsplainet said. Actually, no, I don't even have to. You can see right there. So that's the... Here, there are 2 save states, right? Oh, wrong scene. This is the save state from the marathon. You can see the password is the same as the one I was just given. So I think I'm right. And if I use the password, it doesn't give me the power-ups that I would have had when I stopped playing the game. It would have defaulted me back to nothing. Because obviously, for this save state from the 9th of February, I would have had the same amount of power-ups. And there's only 4 digits to enter. If it did account for power-ups, there would be more digits to enter. And then this is from the second stream I did of it later in the month. I, for one, would rather see you progress the waste time redoing sections that you could have save stated past. For me, it's that I'm a stubborn old goat, and I don't really like to rely on that stuff. Guys playthrough of Zelda 2 was hilarious because he was just abusing save states toward the end, but used them if you're having trouble. If you save state every single map transition to the next level, it's with great power comes great responsibility. I think it is my camera positioning. I'm not gonna get over this. Like I'm gonna fucking, I'm a fucking. After the stream, I'm gonna like fiddle with this camera and like, what the hell's going on? I did nothing wrong. Hey, Kamui. Well, there's the Louis there. I don't want to blow him up. He's an extra hit point, dude. Now, you see how, like, you see how much easier that is? But doing it makes me feel so grimy. This isn't right. This isn't how our forefathers would have wanted me to do this. .363 after game over is gonna be no power-ups because that's how game overs work. Well, yeah, I can tell because it's there'd be more digits for you to enter if it did account for the power-ups that you had collected. So it's just for getting you back to the level. All I'm pointing out is that you say save states are like power-ups, but no, you say the save states are like the passwords, but for this case, it can't be true because in my save state I have power-ups. And then if I use the password, I don't have my power-ups. So actually using the password is not the same as the save state here. I'm actually not gonna get the remote bomb. I'm gonna keep the spike bomb. I like this guy. Save states are actually cheating, so you still have to do all the things, but if you claimed you had 0 on the death counter, I'm gonna call you out. I can't even remember the last time I had a death counter on a game I played. Maybe the crab game? Did I have a death counter for the crab game? I think I did. Okay, here's where everything went wrong. Yep, there it is. Oh, it's over, it's so over. Like, I still have my bombs, my speed, and my attack power. I just don't have the spike bombs anymore. I appreciate the spike bombs because they blast past the soft blocks. And there we go. I was getting too greedy. Basically, they allow me to clear the maps quicker. Yeah, gee, thanks. Really appreciate that. No! That was bad placement for it. I kind of realized that too late. That was why I was trying to retreat downward, because if I went up, I wouldn't have been able to avoid it. Whoa, did he just, wait, was that the other bot? Did he explode twice? Oh my god. Was that friendly fire? The enemy killed the bomb and then the bomb exploded? Hey Gamer Richie. I guess Mix It Up is late tonight. Ah, fuck. We kinda had something going there. Yeah, see, when he like prematurely detonates your bomb, it makes him immune to it. It's like he steals your explosion and then makes it a part of his own explosion. The properties of your explosion transfer to him. Oh, don't kill that little Louie, don't. You don't want to do that. You wouldn't do that, right? You wouldn't do that. You wouldn't do... Oh, perish the thought! Oh my god, there it is. I should have just used his speedy ability. I'd rather have controlled explosion than cleaning everything up and giving the enemies an open path on the... around. It really depends. Maybe if I had more speed, I'd prefer remote. I had remote bombs, but I wasn't as quick. I really appreciate being able to blast through the soft blocks. In a level where there are just so many of them, I just want them all to be gone. Like, they have their pros and cons. There's nothing bad about the spike bombs. Like, if you get hit by the spike bombs passing through the soft blocks, it's because your own positioning was at fault. best enemy in the game. I don't even like walking in between these little electro towers. I've gotten hit by them before. So for these floors, I kind of like to walk around them. The pattern seems random, like it's not like based on a global timer or anything, so it'll just go off on its own. Oh, man. Okay, at least those two didn't fuse together. Oh my god. They're going for me. There you go. He kind of trapped me. Oh, wait. Remotes are right there. A bit unwise. Well, that's what I'm saying. It's amusing because you can actually see in real time how in the span of an hour, how like my smile and optimism completely get erased. Ooh, dodged electricity. Oh no! I don't think you get another egg until either the 4th or 5th floor. I think you get one more opportunity to get another Louis. I would like the brown one. Very fitting, given the the holiday. That's still going on for another 3 minutes for me. Detonate. More. See how much easier that is? I know I see the remotes there, Mr. Pun, but like I'm still... oh, fuck. Well, we had a good run. Conveyor straight into electricity. Like, I saw the remotes, but I'm still kind of like weighing it. I still think I'd prefer spike bombs. Just for clearing the room faster. I know it's gonna let some of the enemy, because not all the enemies will die if I spam them. But most of them will. I fucked up. Actually, I could have gotten remotes there. It's bad. If I get spikes again, I'll definitely get spikes. But if I can only get remotes now, I'll deal with remotes. Oh boy, my favorite floor! I would say remotes are superior for the bomb enemies. Kinda have the decision to detonate before they can detonate. You're really gonna do this to me? Oops. I would have been too quick. Missiles blowing up power-ups, no! Ran into that guy. Did the robot hit the bomb and that's what caused him to explode? I didn't die to my own bomb there, I don't think. Oh, I was hoping his iframes would last longer. Like 2 hits or 3 hits? Three hits? Are you kidding me? Hey, Sasha. I shouldn't be going gamer mode for Bomberman games, but here we are. You're having a good evening. Wait, that works. Don't go on the extra life, dude. Hope the Bomberman is going well. Not really. I've had a couple game overs already. I put this game away for a couple of months. I'm going back to it, and I'm starting to remember why. I'm starting to remember why I put it in the vault for a few months. I kind of like saved it at the final level. I've got to do 7 levels in a row before encountering the final boss. And I maybe saw the final boss twice when I last played this, over the course of many game overs. It's about getting there, and the road to get there is already a pain and a half. And then you get there, and you don't even really get to experiment against the boss too much, because you die right away. You don't even really understand what his attack patterns are. The bomb kick saved me. Oh yeah, the bomb enemy, another thing. His explosions go through soft blocks. That's why they're so annoying. You can't really... and he blew up my power-up. Those were sticky, bouncy bombs. I'm not really a fan of them, though, to be honest. I don't really care about losing that too much. Oh, I was too close. No! Why did he do it right away? Bro, I just love how he decides to explode, just like, when the fuck ever. Bad planning. I'm losing it. I'm losing it. The noises you hear there, it's the sound of the bombs attempting to bounce around. Really like the range on those guys, by the way. Like, much appreciated. What did I hear? for spawning one right next to me again. Like, really, really cool, man. I think he has an attack range of, like, 2 tiles, like, away from me. Or maybe at least 1 tile. You can't get, like, right up next to him. You will die. Old Man Windbreaker. Welcome in. I don't know what happened there. I think I hit a bomb. I was only paying attention to my quadrant of the level. I think I blew up a bomb and he blew up everybody else, Allahu Akbar style. Don't do it. He did it. Do they always spawn right next to me? It's a real, like, wicked slow setup here. Oh, I see. There wasn't a bomb enemy that I didn't notice. Those red barrels explode on their own. Louis. He jumped over it? Whoa, wow, why should I be surprised a spring enemy has the ability to jump over the bombs? Okay, I somehow survived. Well, with 0 lives left, but, you know, we've been in worse situations. The good news is that this is the final floor. The bad news is I really don't think I'm making it to the final boss. And if I do, I'm definitely not surviving. Did he? Oh, he hit me from 2 tiles away. I'm stuck. No! We died. It's Ogre. Okay, I'm gonna need a sip after that. Yeah, I had lemonade earlier. I have water right now. This is why these guys make a good case for being the worst enemies. I can rain like 1,000 spike bombs, and it just won't matter if these guys are in their flying state. It just does not matter. And one more. Is this Switch 2 version? Yeah. This is the only version with online. Don't ask me why. I think it's through Game Share. I mean, I've tried Game Share before. It worked fine for Mario Party. trapped me. I got nervous. I didn't know which way I wanted to go. I'll settle for remote bombs. If I can get to them. Oh, that's, that was some neat little tech that I probably won't ever see again. The green enemy shot the missile, but the explosion from my other bomb caught it, and it didn't detonate the bomb that was beyond it. Tore right into me. I think I beat Super Bomberman 2 way back when. It was a bit of an ordeal. The first game is alright, actually. The first game is very fair, actually. The second game kind of ramps up in difficulty over time. The last world is very, very difficult in my opinion, especially when they start introducing the mine bombs. I must have spent hours on that in the wee hours of the morning of the marathon stream. Got me as he was flying. I spent way too long on that world. But I did eventually beat Super Bomberman 2 during that marathon. Then I did it again. Just to show that I could. Digital only on Switch 2 for now. Physical version in August? But the physical version is Switch 1, but playable on Switch 2. And then you have to buy the upgrade separate. The physical Switch 2 edition, from all the research I did, is Europe only through limited run games kind of thing. It appears to not be a game key card though, but limited and Europe only. Thank you for the 70 stream streak, Old Man Windbreaker. We were born for one thing. Tame the greatest fear of all. We were born for one thing. Born to face the greatest fear of all. I don't think it's literally limited run games, but a similar company that does that shit only in Europe. It's the reason why, you know, I usually buy physical. And I was, when this came out, when it was shadow dropped, I was heavily debating, do I wait until August for the Switch 1 physical version, knowing that I can't feasibly get a Switch 2 physical edition without it being Europe only, and through this weird company, limited deal, limited run style deal. Do I just wait for that? And if I do it, do I get the Switch 1 physical, or do I actually go through with the Switch 2 physical? I didn't see that coming. In the end, I weighed my options and just kind of said, okay, well, if you're not going to give me a proper Switch 2 physical here, I guess I just have no choice but to get Switch 2 digital, which I did. The base game is $20, $5 for the Switch 2 upgrade. You know, so your emulator can be in 4K. Your 4K emulated RAMs. 4K emulated ROMs and the game share functionality, which allows for the only way to play the collection online. Bad positioning. Oh yeah, like sure, like send all three of them my way. Great. Oh my god. Nope. No, 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 no. Oh, he's faster than me. Ripsy was asking earlier if this would be easier in two-player co-op. I don't think so. You think things would be easier when you introduce a second player? But I think my problem with that is the games are designed for you to play them in co-op, but I don't think the stages are designed for co-op. So it would just lead to more chaos. Now you have to accommodate for your friend's explosions and what he's doing. I think there's even friendly fire. You can accidentally kill each other. Kind of like how you do New Super Mario Bros. Wii multiplayer. You can like pick up your pal and toss him off a cliff just to be funny. Okay, Wow, he just uploaded this. "11 minutes, too. Real progress in Pokemon Fire Red, semicolon. Lost in the Nut House in Mouse PI. The Daily Wrap, Cinco de Mayo, 2026.
Good evening, everyone. DSP here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Tuesday, the 5th of May, 2026.
Also known as Cinco de Mayo.
Anyone
Okay.
who celebrates it. I don't.
I don't care. I literally don't even care.
I even said to my audience today, there's been so many dang holidays in the last month.
There's a 24/7 regular show stream. Apparently so. A lot of channels just like I've seen it with other shows. They'll just have like 24/7 live streams of like one show, rerunning episodes over and over, and like repeating the same episodes and going in a cycle. I don't know. I think it's they're view whoring for ad revenue.
Like for me, there was April Fool's event. There was my birthday.
I didn't really care about Cinco de Mayo on that ground, right?
Then there was the May 1st. Then we just had May the 4th with the special DSP tries. And I'm like, my head can't wrap around all these holidays, you know? I didn't remember there was a Cinco de Mayo event. Maybe if I remembered, I would have done something.
Some of them are more relevant than others.
It is what it is.
Fucking May the 4th celebrates May the 4th, but won't celebrate brown people.
All about that, shall we? So, today.
Yeah, so this... Praise's son kind of said it when I said it a little bit more subtly. Yeah, some of these holidays are more relevant than others. Most people don't celebrate the day he masturbated in front of thousands of children.
We opened up.
Honestly, I was talking a lot yesterday about how like most people don't even celebrate May the 4th anymore. I didn't see as many people really crowing about it towards like until later in the stream when I saw like some people in my follow list booting up with Star Wars games. But like officially from Disney themselves, I was told all that was released was a clip from the upcoming movie. I feel like Star Wars has kind of lost a lot of cultural relevance. I know, fucking Ice Cold Takeover here. Fucking Phil celebrates it more than Cinco de Mayo, though.
With a DSP morning show, and today we had a big story. The Steam controller, all right, not only did it massively sell out in record time faster than Valve ever thought, they publicly apologized for it and said that they're going to try to restock right away. To which
At least
made the
I was
entire
able to
internet
get it.
angry
You guys
'cause they're
weren't.
Like,
I was able to
why
get
did
it. I
you
didn't even
sell
pay
it
a
the way you
scalper.
did?
I got
The way
it.
you sold it with not
Hey,
a
Pickle.
1 limit per person, with no way to stop botting. Basically, what happened
I don't
is
despise
a
the
whole bunch of
collection.
bots bought
Let me reiterate that. Let me fix that. Let me correct you there. I don't despise the collection. I understand that I am just bad at the game. No, I still like Bomberman as a game. I think it's very nice, wholesome gameplay. It's because it's a game where the gameplay is king. It's a gameplay is king game. It's also very nice. It's a nice looking game. I like the art style. And I like the music too. You're seething at it, but I don't despise it. True. Yes, those are not mutually exclusive. DSP now owns the May 1st incident meme since they did not end him after 10 years. Whoa! Well, what the fuck? Like, define end. This is like some Ethan Ralph mentality. Oh, I won because I didn't fucking die. The masturbating meme didn't literally kill me. It didn't result in a bullet going through my head. Hey, Amran.
most of the Steam controllers and are scalping them all over the internet. So we actually took a look at the pricing and everything, which is insane that these scalpers are charging. Again, the good news is I did get in the door and did get one, but there's still no update in regards to this, meaning there's no update in regards to the order. In fact, I'm checking it again live right now.
Execute order 6-7.
The payment has been processed, and that's it. So, yeah, nothing has been packaged, shipped, or anything yet. So I am getting it. I don't know if I'm getting it this week, but a lot of people are really upset. So we looked at all that, and we did a big story about it on the show, and then, of course, we just chilled and interacted. And
I pre-ordered it. That means I should get it the same week.
And then it was time for Pokemon Fire Red. Now, I am pleased to report that this stream of Pokemon Fire Red was 3 hours of big progress. We surfed our way from Pallet Town all the way to Cinnabar Island. At Cinnabar,
people were so excited about the illustrious Pokemon Fire Red daytime stream that I opened Twitch to find that only Marked One was live. Big ups to Marked One. Tevin would not go live until several hours later, well after the day stream, in order to recap it. And Shroom was not live either. And Ludwig had taken the day away from the stream, so no one was too really pumped up. Like, I feel like Marked One would have just went live anyway. Like, it's not like he went live just to watch the day stream. It was just kind of incidental. No one was really stoked to boot up and restream the Pokemon day stream.
We went into the Pokemon Mansion, explored the entire thing.
Ludwig does the stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
And got the key to the
in
gym.
my day, it used to
We went to the gym and fought all the fire
Friday.
Pokemon and defeated the fire Pokemon trainer. And then, as we were leaving,
I had to remember what his old day off was.
Someone walked up to me. It was Bill, and he said, "Oh, congrats, and I know you've been using."
Oh, this is the remake exclusive content. So he finally got to the Sevi Islands.
My PC or whatever, and I'm curious, are you liking it and all that? I'm like, yeah. And he's like, well, I need your help. Will you come with me? And I didn't know what was going on. I was like, yeah.
Give Bill your feedback.
And then he teleported us to some island, and I'm like, Island 1, and everyone's like, oh no.
Oh no, you fucked up, DSP.
What's wrong? Oh, well,
why is this an oh no moment?
You just accidentally activated content that was added new for Pokemon Fire Red. This is not part of Pokemon Red, Blue, or Yellow.
How would you know that?
You on a whole tangent.
You only played Gen 1 Pokemon Blue for 10 minutes.
Before you can actually continue with the game. I was like, what? So obviously I didn't know.
Well, they wanted you to get a taste of the post-game, the new content in the post-game, before allowing you to continue from Cinnabar onward. Like, you can't ignore it. You can't tell Bill no. It doesn't really matter if you tell him no. It just changes the order in which he would have done those events anyway. I would hope so. He told us he was going to do the post-game content, but the last time I believed him when he said that was with Dragon Quest VII, and we know how that went. And then he gives you this face, and then sits in silence. Look at him. You little cheeky shyster. That's the look of the shyster. The duper's delight with the shyster as he scams you for expecting the Dragon Quest VII post game.
That we went to Island 1, and basically we were going up this.
Sorry about that. Let me
trail or route, one of the routes, fighting a bunch of trainers. We caught a bunch of Pokemon. And we went all the way up to the mountain. I forget what it was called, this volcano or whatever. And then we got to the top, and we got to Moltres. And there was like 10 minutes left on the stream. And
oh my God, Lummox, get ready to edit another clip.
Time
it's not Lummox doing it.
It might give this a solid try. But let's see, and we tried to catch vultures for the last 10, 15 minutes, and that's where I'm going to leave it. I'm not going to tell you how it went, because I want you to watch. Okay?
The daily wrap, except I tell you to go watch the video that I'm supposed to be recapping.
Progress on Pokemon, unlike last time where we spent 2 hours trying to catch Articuno, this time we actually did move ahead with the plot and all of that. People liked it. It was a well-supported, well-attended stream. Everyone had a good time with it, so I'm pleased with how that went. Okay? Then tonight, on the late stream, it was the continuation of Mouse PI for Hire. And
is he done with
this?
this?
Let me tell you guys something.
Please, actually tell me how this one went.
I feel like it throws me for a loop. And the reason I say that
he's getting
is
bored.
They keep adding new weird twists to the plot. New locations that you never would have expected you would be in. New weapons, new enemies, all kinds of stuff.
Well, okay, here's the thing, right? And I told you this last week. He said, I don't know, it's getting boring. Oh, I hope it really changes up. I hope the gameplay switches up, because if it does, like, I don't know how I'm gonna feel in a few more streams, man. I might start getting bored. And then the game does start switching up what he does in it. Like, I've seen other people play it. Like, I more or less know the majority of the levels. Not like I've seen the whole playthrough of these guys that I've been watching, but I've seen most of the levels. So I know kind of more or less what's ahead. I know what the final boss is, for sure. I don't know if he's going to enjoy it or not, because it involves a lot of actively running around and shooting, and also a little bit of platforming. So the game kind of steers away from what he was fearing, from the preemptive wage quit we were given last week, the board quit. It's like, oh, if it doesn't change enough, I'm going to stop playing it. He didn't say stop playing it, but you know how he is, where you know the trail you're being led on. It's like, oh man, if it's going to be the same thing for another 15 or so hours, it's a 15 to 20 hour first person shooter. I don't know about this, guys. Now, the game proves itself by actually giving him twists and turns, new abilities, new stages featuring aesthetics that he was not expecting, new locales. He doesn't know what to think. He's actually upset that the game isn't still boring.
Twists to the plot, new locations that you never would have expected you would be in, new weapons, new enemies, all
like a
kinds
steamboat?
Of stuff. Tonight.
Is he talking about the steamboat? Oh, I am so shocked that the game based on 1920s cartoons had a level on a steamboat.
We started off the night in the Quagmire. We had actually begun the Quagmire stage last stream. So we went through it. Honestly, the Quagmire stage was pretty straightforward. There was like a house that was almost like a fun house where you were going through a series of doors, and there was no way that it actually could have been laid out that way, so it was like a puzzle. It was tricky and stuff like that. But we got through this.
He better not say the steamboat was a surprising level.
In like maybe a half an hour, right? So I'm thinking, oh, this is good, because we had 7 stages left, and now that the Quagmire was about
of course
to be
someone
done,
told him
that means
specifically
6 left.
how
Maybe
much
we
he
can
has
beat this
left.
in another like 2 streams.
Why?
So
Okay.
then we went to the next stage, and the next stage was
even when the game fulfills his fears of not getting too boring, he's still like kind of like conveyor belting it. Oh, I can't wait for this shit to be done with.
Actually called the Nut House. They actually call it that. The Nut House.
The Nut
supposed to be a
House,
house
the
for
Nut House.
people who are mentally disturbed.
You call it the loony bin
to get treatment. This stage is wild.
Are you like? Are you finger wagging the devs? Are you tutting?
And here's how it went. First, you're in the Nut House, and you're doing all kinds of
yeah, I am listening to you.
Then you get infected with this gas, and you start losing your mind, hallucinating,
gas,
and seeing crazy stuff that obviously isn't there. You get a new weapon that talks to you like you're playing High on Life. Okay. Then you get to the end, and you think you're about to escape the Nut House. That's the end. Oh no, you're in hell. Yeah, like Doom. I'm serious. There's a part of the game that's just like Doom. Then it keeps going.
You mean more like the old rubber hose cartoons that took place in hell?
Okay. Then you're chasing after Steve the Magician in this weird virtual world. And then after that, you're in another new area. So I'm not kidding. It was like 90 minutes. We didn't even beat the stage. So I don't know if the Nut House is literally the longest stage of the game, or if it's just they're all like that now because we're at the end of the game and the game is just really long.
I don't know. I'm surprised.
What's
I don't know why it's not over yet.
People had told me that the game was 20 hours long. And that it could be that basically it was 20 hours long if you did side content. If you were just rushing through, they'd beat it in like 15. That's completely impossible. Okay, just being honest, that's just nonsense. Unless you're ignoring the story, you already know how to beat the game, you're rushing through, you're skipping content. Right now, we are 16 hours in, all right? And we didn't even finish this stage. There's still at least 5 to 6 more stages after this.
I kind of hear him, but like if we account for streamer bonuses, 16 hours, then he's over the halfway point. 20 hours to beat it. 15 to 20 is like the estimate. The streamers that I've seen who have played it, who are like a little bit more confident than him, like obviously, I would put their sessions between three to 4 sessions. 3 to 4 sessions for the two people I watched like play through the whole game, like front to back. Did they do all the side content? No. Is he gonna do all the side content? No. But they took about 3 to 4 sessions. Now, like their playtime sessions vary in length, not really consistent versus this guy who does like very consistent 3-hour day streams, 2-hour night streams, and then like kind of hemming and hawing, going back and forth between the two. Sometimes the game's a day stream, sometimes it's a night stream. I think this might be the issue, more so than like the game being too long, is that your streams of it aren't like long enough.
How on earth is this game 20 hours long? It's not. Really, people who's, you know, they say this stuff, it's so ridiculous. And by the way, I'm not complaining. I just find it funny because if I had known that the game was longer, I would have played it more. I like Mouse PI for Hire. I enjoy it, but I've only been playing it like twice a week.
I'm not complaining, but I am complaining because they told him something and he went off, you know, believing what he was told, and he scheduled his he scheduled the games he was going to play accordingly. The rotation of games that he's playing is dependent on how long the game is or how long people tell him a game is. Now you can just go to How Long to Beat yourself and look this shit up and see how long the games are for you. In fact, I will do that right now. Let's see. Mouse PI. This is actually an interesting result. So he might... Now, well, how much do I want to sweep for him here? He says he's doing the side content. The thing is, he ain't that guy. He ain't a dingus. Let me show you this. And you tell me. You give me the feedback. Let me know what you think in the comments. So, the main story is 12 hours. If you do a little bit of side content, it could be as much as 15.5 hours. Completionism is 23 hours. Again, I saw at least 2 streamers beat the game in about 3 to 4 play sessions, and we'll say each play session was roughly 4 to 6 hours, right? Now, with the streamer bonus added on top, doesn't it kind of end up at that completionist 23 hours? Now, these two guys didn't do all the side content, I don't think. But me doing the math in my head, their playtime kind of equals the completionist 23 hours that I'm looking at, even if they didn't do literally everything. You know, you still have to account for, like, streamer bonuses, where, you know, you're talking to the chat, interacting and engaging and shit. DSP says he's at 16 hours, so with his streamer bonus, he's already well over the main plus extra time. It's possible by the time he finishes, he's at the completionist 23 hours, but has even less side content completed on his profile than the 2 streamers I watched.
Week 2-hour segments, I would have been doing it more than that. Or
I will thank DSP for saving me $30, though. He convinced me not to get the game because it does look pretty boring to BH. Any shooter that lets you run through the entire game with one gun is badly designed. Everyone I've seen that plays it does not like the shotgun. The shotgun seems to be underpowered. Golem agrees it's very average, TBH.
A streams if I had known the game was this long. So it is what it is at this point. There's nothing I can really do about it now. But yeah, we had a good time. Great interaction. Ridiculously good support. And a lot of it is because one person gifted a lot tonight. I'm not going to lie. But
no sex for real virgins. The real contention is the game is too long, in his opinion. He said very early on that shooters shouldn't be as long as this game. The other issue is the perceived lie that people will tell them that a game is such and such long, and then it just ends up not being that way. It's not the first time it's happened. It gets pointed out every time it happens to him. I think it's a little bit of both. He's bored of the game at this point. Like, it should have been done already, but it would have been done sooner had people not lied to him in the first place, or at least he feels like he was lied to, like he was misled. They told him how long the game was. Hell, they probably went to How Long to Beat to see how long it was. And they told him that. They told him what the website reflected. And he scheduled the game with that runtime in mind, not understanding the previous 10 times in which that exact same scenario happened. And he did not get the desired outcome. They tell him it's this long. He ends up playing beyond that runtime, then gets upset, and then tries to make it like, oh, I would have played the game more if I knew how long it really was. Bro, people can't, like, we're not psychic, right? Even the dents, don't have the power to look into the future. They're not Nostradamus. They can't tell you. They can't tell you, foresee in their mind's eye how long it'll take for you to beat a game.
Overall, it was a really great night. Chill vibes and good fun. Although,
like, if I were Phil, and like, thank God I'm not, I would look at the completionist time and then add a multiplier, streamer bonus multiplier of like 1.5. You know, assuming I play as bad as Phil, right? And just like go off that as like the rough estimate. And then if I'm so fucking autistic that I need to schedule my schedule based off of that, maybe I would give Mouse PI more slots throughout the week than less slots. Maybe I'll play it 4 times instead of 2 times if I'm so concerned with being a progress goblin about it.
So I will say this. The kick side of things, I hate to say.
Oh my God!
Again,
this
it's
is why
getting to the point where
this is why it's 11 minutes.
It's a lot of people who are coming in and being toxic, and or are just complaining constantly. Like for example, Mouse PI for Hire is a great.
Dude, this is the guy who like calls you gay when you so much as stub his toe. Like, you want to talk about toxicity? Like, fuck off. Yes. You want to talk about? You can't be that guy. You can't like revert to like post cat crying downstairs, pre-King Snake Phil. You can't revert to that persona in a post-King Snake world. No.
Game.
What a bitch.
When I upload the videos, they're doing pretty good
Call
on-demand
Kick
views.
gay.
I know that there's people watching.
I
on
know
YouTube.
you can.
On the stream side, yeah, we get pretty decent attendance and we get good support. But Kick just sits there and complains, and then the attendance drops by half.
Yeah, this dude calls his viewers straight up retarded, mentally ill. He's called them dented. Right? He's called them dented before. You call them gay. You call your viewers whales and minnows and dolphins. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear this guy crying about like insults on the internet.
But only Kick. Only Kick. So Kick doesn't like the good game. Kick, that's not what we're here for.
No, we're here to
What
see
do you
you
want me to
suffer.
do? I'm a game streamer. You know what I mean?
Get it?
I can't make the game be some kind of drama or nonsense that you're
enjoy
looking
the
for.
game.
I'm a game streamer. So I think what's happened is we're at a point where the Kick streams are kind of like, some people do like the games, but a lot of it has been drama stuff, and people just realize there's no real drama associated with me right now, or
there's no drama associated with it, none
So
whatsoever.
they're not really interested anymore. So the Kick attendance tonight, we started off with like almost 100 viewers. It went down to like 40 by the end of the night. What do you want me to do? The game is good. You don't like games. Why are you on a game stream?
Hate watching.
You know? So it is what it is. And
it is what it
I had
is,
a great
man.
time today, really. Overall, great streams, great support, great fun. I guess, like I said, you can't please all of the people all the time, particularly when some people aren't looking for the content you're really trying to put out. What can you do about that, right? So there you have it. Anyway, overall, great day. Enjoy the gameplay as it goes live overnight. Tomorrow, there will be a formal Level 1 podcast in the morning, and here's what I want to do tomorrow. Tomorrow, I want to do a roundup of all the stuff that you guys have been asking me to do and I haven't gotten around to.
Do a
So, for
roundup of the
example, one
ERP
the
and
things
tell them
people
to
have been
knock it
saying
off.
Did you see the new Resident Evil movie trailer yet?
No.
I did not. Did you see this?
Why not?
You know, information about this game? No, I did not.
Why
so
not?
tomorrow will be the day.
Why
if
is
you
he
wanna
like
see me
this?
react to stuff,
DSPN
come
News, by the
Level
way.
1 podcast
Gamer
in the
News, by
morning,
the way.
Suggest it live, and I will react to it live. That's the purpose of the show. Okay? So please be there for that. And then after that, we're going to play Sorrows for about probably 2.5 hours.
Sorrows.
Hopefully, what I'm hoping is that much like the last stream of...
Might have to schedule a video catch-up stream finally, because our boy Synthetic Man, the flagger, the known flagger, allegedly, Synthetic Man, has uploaded his Sorrows review. 26 minutes. I listened to a bit of it. Let me give you a spoiler. He likes the game, kinda, like in a 6 out of 10 kind of way. The problems with the game are thus. It has too much gameplay, and it isn't woke enough. No, his complaint, Coggers, is that it's not woke enough. Hey, Summerant. He liked it, but would not recommend it. He said get it on a sale.
Sorrows, we'll be able to finish up the second world, get to the second boss, and by the end of the stream, beat the boss.
Want to play it in Returnal eventually? Returnal's on PC, but Sorrows isn't. You have to have a PS5 for Sorrows. I don't think it's going to get ported because Sony announced that they're going to stop doing PC ports because nobody was buying them. I think the audience of PC people who are into the prospect of Sony exclusives would have just bought a PS5 for them. You know, because there was no precedent for them porting their exclusives to PC. Oh, they're probably never going to do that, so I may as well buy my PS5 for The Last of Us Part 2, because as far as I know, they're not going to port that to PC, and then they decide to start porting things to PC, and that's like cool, but like the niche audience of PC people who would have played those games, except they were stuck and trapped on PS5, and now they can finally play them, I think that's very small. Like, if you're genuinely into Sony's IPs, but you didn't have a PS5, but had a gaming PC, you probably would have just bought a PS5 to play them. Like, if you really gave that much of a fuck, right? If you thought at the time that they would never get ported, because, again, there was no precedent for it. Then they finally port the games to PC, and it's like you already played them on your PS5. And the people who still didn't have a PS5 at that point, you know, they just weren't interested in the first place. Or they would have gotten a PS5.
Finish up the second world, get to the second boss, and by the end of the stream, beat the boss so that we can make progress to World 3.
Sometimes he just says insane things he didn't need to say.
Sorrows, I think the
He said it was very hard to do the Sorrows video from the little bit I watched, because he wanted to do Indian jokes, but he just couldn't. The game did not give him enough material to make Indian jokes. So he kind of like spends the first few minutes of the video just spamming all the Indian jokes that he could make, and then just like says, fuck it, I can't do it anymore. Let's just move on to the review.
Playthrough will work. But if I get stuck, and if I can't make progress at any point, that's when I think the game's going to end up feeling too repetitive and boring for the audience, and they're going to want me to move on. So let's hope for the best. Let's hope that I can adapt, learn, use the new weapons, remember the game mechanics, and hopefully
yeah, he's just not a good enough writer.
Progress-filled day of Sorrows tomorrow on the first stream. There you go. Tomorrow night's late stream is the conclusion, finally.
I would have never played Ratchet Ghosts if they didn't port them. I didn't buy another console with ads on the dashboard, etc. Steam is my last bastion of not being consumer rated in the fuck. Yeah, I think you would fall into that audience of like, they're finally on PC. I would have never bought a PS5 even to play those games, and now that they're on PC, I'll play them. But because the precedent didn't exist for them to port games to PC until they started doing it, the people who would have like really been interested, I think they would have just capitulated and get a PS5 if they really wanted to play them. And then they finally put them on PC, and it's like, well, bro, I already played it because I thought you weren't going to port it. And then the people like you who were like, I refused to buy a PS5 all this time. Now I finally have them ported. I think you're in this minority.
Of Pragmata. I know this game has been, again, longer than people expected, because, again, people saying, oh, 15 hours, and if you do everything in the game, wrong. All right? I haven't done everything in the game. I haven't done half the challenge.
Dude, this daily rap has been, for the most part, him getting upset about people telling him how long games are, and then finding out that that's not the case. You're in minority. No, not that kind of minority.
Has been, again, longer than people expected, because, again, people saying, oh, 15 hours, and if you do everything in the game, wrong.
Wrong.
All right?
You're wrong, Carl.
I haven't done half the challenge stages and stuff, and we're 15 hours in, but now we're finally at the end game, and tomorrow night we're going to beat it. Okay? In fact, people are saying, I guess once you
he's so
beat the
aggressive.
Game, that's when it unlocks a little bit of extra content.
Dude, he's talking like he's at 1.25, but I swear he's at normal speed.
The emblems guide me.
Whoa, fucking Chowder was live. Thank you, Chowder, for the raid. You have Tevin. He's doing challenge missions and acting like he's not. Of course, it took longer. Oh, so he's doing the whole side content thing. I'm really gassed up when he complains about how long games are, and it's like, brother, you control the games you control the buttons you press. The game can be over sooner by you just deciding not to do the side content. But you want to do the side content because you know people are going to get mad at you for not doing the side content. He didn't do the side content in Tears of the Kingdom, even when it was truly relevant, like the Deku Tree, and then people got after him for it. So he coped by saying it just wasn't fucking meaningful or whatever. My one UNF is yours. Thank you, Chowder. Let's get a Chowder shout out. Like $250, so he's feeding the jump on WWE champions. The problem is he's just bad at games. He wastes time, does things very inefficiently, does combat like a coward. He's very specific when it comes to side content in certain games. Again, like going back to Zelda, the side content he deemed subjectively for himself that it was worthless and a waste of time, so he just skipped all of it. even the relevant stuff like the Deku Tree, which people got after him for. Then he tries to do the side content in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth because he really enjoys Final Fantasy. But then people get bored with it and tell him, no, just skip it. And then he gets pissed off because they don't want to see the side content, even though they wanted to see the side content themselves. It's like Mr. Phil and Dr. Burnell. Like, come on, brother. And then he got upset and then just ended up not even beating that game. Then you have the side content here where he's forcing himself to do these challenge missions and then complaining that the game is too long. Let's look at Pragmata. We already did it for Mouse PI. We have determined that by the end of his Mouse PI playthrough, he will probably have completionist hours without having done the completionist stuff in Mouse PI. Pragmata, now he says, well, he's like 15 hours in? Or no, they told him the game is 15 hours. Actually, here's what I'm saying. Pablo, can we put this on screen, Pablo? Okay, so they told him 15 hours. It's actually 16 hours if you do the side content like he is. Now, DSP says this is a lie. It can't be 16. It can't be 15 hours. Regardless, it's actually 16. He's like one number off, whatever. He says it can't be 16 hours, and he's doing the side content, so it can't be that amount because he's nearing that. If you don't do any side content, just the story, 11 hours. You can do this even quicker, too. Lindale_Muse was able to complete a full run of the game, skipping cutscenes, of course, in the span of the night stream a few nights ago. So if you really have your gumption in check, you can complete the game within the span of an entire night stream. Main extra for me was like 20 hours. Yeah, see, that kind of falls in that radius, collecting all the stuff. Like doing literally everything, that would fall for like the 24-hour completionist range. Then I think it's going to be a case of he ends at 24 hours around there for completionism, then says, see, I fucking told you guys. I told you guys it wasn't really 16 hours. But the thing is, he will have the completionist time of 24 hours without doing the completionist stuff. Like, he'll skip stuff. He won't have 100% when he hits 24 hours. But I'm telling you, it's going to be within that range because of his streamer bonus.
You can maybe see another ending, which if we have time, maybe we'll do. So we'll see tomorrow. But yeah, we'll see. Well, I'm excited to see how it ends. I really liked Pragmata. I've enjoyed it as a unique game with interesting puzzle elements combined with survival gameplay. So I hope you'll be there tomorrow night for the conclusion of Pragmata if you can make it. I hope
you will be there tomorrow night.
All right, folks. So great streaming day today. Thank you for that. Tomorrow, let's do it all again, just with different games.
Let's look at the time to be
Level 1 podcast
Super Bomberman 3.
Soros
You
and
the
for
name mixed up.
Pragmata. Everyone have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out.
Okay. Very interesting daily wrap. You get the impression that he is quite tired of the current rotation and would very much like to move on to new things, new games to wage quit. You have to kill every boss on harder difficulty plus 10 challenge rooms. No shit, he does that. Oh, no shot, he does that. I thought you were giving a big... Oh, I thought you were saying, oh, no shit, of course Phil will do that. No, you mean he has no shot. There's no shot of him doing that. What? Oh, is this the Yoshi's Island music? Kicks in right here. For the true ending or the good ending? Oh, so the ending he's like the ending he's like carrot dangling, like, oh, I'm gonna show off this ending. You're telling me he's not gonna be able to do that because he's not gonna do all these challenges in the post game. I believe you. I don't think he's gonna do much Mouse PI like side stuff. I don't think he's gonna do much Pragmata side stuff. You know why? We already have precedent for that. He told us he would do Dragon Quest VII post game, and then he didn't. He wage quit the fucking Mubble collection. Mubble Capcom collection. What's his current schedule? Legit have an awful day without no sleep, real vibes. That guy's like, he's ascended to like giga attention whore at this stage. It's like he underwent 2 Pokemon evolutions and then a Mega Evolution. I don't know, the power went to that guy's head like real quick, dude. Like I don't know who you think you are. You ain't Ryan. You ain't even Expandong. Yeah, it's odd behavior because that guy has always been around, and even with the recent revelation of like his weird foot fetish, I don't think he's ever been annoying as he is this week alone. This past couple of weeks. What is this? Why does he have this? He's doing my favorite pose. You can't see it yet. I'll toss it up. Attack return and money will dry up real quick. Yeah. Oh, he finally got a job? Or that could be him lying. Check this out, though. Look at his face. Look at his dumb face. No, check that out. There goes the DSP Pikachu reel. Welcome. He's doing the wah! The DSP wah! He's doing it! He's doing the wah! Wait, is he trying to do the cinema? I don't see the cinema. I see the wah! He's doing the thing! Why? What's even the thing? Like, he's not even making a facial expression. He just looks like a tard. Why is his mouth open? Why can't these people close their mouths? There's something about locals. They refuse to close their mouths. They just have it hanging open. Their mouths agape as they look at their own retardation in the mirror, bud. You might even call him a mouth breather. Mouth jeweler, mouth breather, mouth snorter. The next DSP tries it is the return of the Jollibees for the Final Fantasy XIV collab meal. Oh, let's hope he gets scammed, just like Toka. Okay, tomorrow, Saros Pragmata is over on the night stream. DSP Morning Show, Thursday, Level 1 Podcast, Wednesday and Friday. Pokemon Fire Red, Thursday day stream. Mouse PI. How is Mouse PI longer than Pragmata? Like, this is crazy. And Saros continuing Friday day stream, Friday night fights. It's off on Saturday, which is great. And Fire Red and Mouse PI. When is he gonna decide that he's done with Fire Red? Because he's trapped on the islands now. He's gonna finish island number 3, and then get sent back to Kanto, which I assume then he'll finish Viridian, and then proceed on to the Hall of Fame, Pokemon League. Once he does that, he has the option to continue his Sevi Islands journey. He's not gonna complete the Pokédex, he literally can't. I just want to think, like, when is he gonna decide that he's done with the content? The easiest thing in my eyes, knowing how he looks at things, do all 7 islands and then, like, decide you're okay, I showed you everything. Then game's over. He carrot dangled the postgame. He has to do the postgame. He can't ignore it now. He got locked into it by agreeing to go with Bill. He's trapped there until he can get out. But you can't just carrot dangle the postgame by, like, showing off the first 3 islands. Then you go back to Kanto, do the Pokemon League, but then decide you aren't gonna do the last 4 islands. $100 after the Elite 4. 30 hours to get 6 badges. He will not quit. He literally wasted time on Articuno just to make a shitty YouTube video about it. So he ran from Moltres, I hear. Zapdos he can get, but he doesn't know how to get it. No one told him to go to the power plant. It's okay. You know, you don't know to go back there until you know to go back there, you know? It's one of those things you gotta talk about on the playground. Hey, have you been to the secret power plant yet? No, how do I get there? Well, once you get Surf, you can go all the way back there and surf around the river, and you can get to the power plant that way. Wow! There dangled it with Pokopia, so... Brother, where is Tomodachi Life? I was told... No, let's look at this little liar. This little fucker. I gotta... You're on watch, brother. Wait, look at this guy. Caught red-handed. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him! You told me that we were gonna play Pocopia. You told me we were gonna play Tomodachi Life. Where is Pocopia? Where is Tomodachi Life? Look at him. He knows what he did. Look at him. He's blushing. His hands are literally red. Look at him. Look at the left. Look at the left. The hand on the left there, which is actually his right hand. His right hand on the left side. It's literally red. His hands were caught red-handed. He lied. He told us he was gonna play more Nintendo games. He said he would play Tomodachi Life. He said he would play Pocopia. He said he would play Yoshi. He didn't say he would play that one. I don't know if you guys want to see me play that. I think you'd be pretty bored, man. But he at least said he would play the first 2 games. Neither of them happened. Scammed. So much for chill games from a streamer known for being chill. We ain't playing nothing on the Switch, bish. What am I playing? You still haven't told me. Why is there a microphone in that picture? Because he sucks. Doesn't know how to remove things out of the background. The thing is, if he used remove BG on it, there'd just be a huge white chunk over his right nipple. Now, I guess he could have just moved the microphone entirely out of the way before striking that pose. It's not like he's using the mic to talk, it's just he's taking a screen cap of himself. If you want to know the truth about it. Oh well, he's dumb, who cares? Yeah, that's my issue, like he posed for it and then chose not to move the mic. Now, if you watch any daily rap or pre-stream, you know why. Because if he moves the mic, we gotta spend 30 minutes readjusting it. So God forbid we even so much as move that mic even a little bit to the left. No. So I'm sorry, we gotta spend the whole pre-stream adjusting the mic, guys. Why is he putting his hands up like he's being swatted? Because he is. He's forever a victim. The king of victims, if you will. It's just the epitome of laziness. Like, he could have photoshopped that and then chose not to. But if he did photoshop it, it would have looked bad. Unless he moved the mic. But he wouldn't want to move the mic because moving the mic damages the integrity of his audio or something. And then he, like, more like the integrity of his autism. So we just gotta leave it in the way. Now, the next question would be, why couldn't he just pose literally anywhere else? Well, then that would require too much effort for a fucking funny little pose that's just gonna go on a schedule. The schedule posts that nobody looks at. The schedule posts that are only put out for his trolls. Just like the Daily Rap itself. The only people who look at the Daily Rap, the only people who look at the schedule posts, are his trolls. It's actually a self-felt that you even have to look at the schedule. It's a self-felt that anyone has to look at the schedule. Self-felt for him, because he constantly reminds us what he's playing, but we tune him out so much that we have to pull up the schedule. Like, he told us 10 times what he's gonna play, but I just don't listen. Like, I literally had to pull up the schedule. I would not have known what he was gonna play. Hold on, guys. Let me set up for the Final Fantasy XIV collab, Jollibee's meal. 1 second, okay. Okay, a little bit more, guys. Remember, if you're enjoying the content, please support it by leaving a like, a comment, super chat, a tip, a super thanks, which are now visible on the overlay, by the way. I just fixed it so that the super thanks can now display as an alert, and I no longer have to get a sticker. Oh, wait, no, I'm talking about the super stickers, not the super thanks. There's so many ways to give him money, I get them mixed up. A gem, some kicks, some memberships on the YouTube side. You guys have been asking for the super stickers to be visible. Now the super stickers are visible. I no longer have to describe them to you, and you're unable to see what it is. You know, I used to say, oh yes, DS Pikachu with super sticker of it appears to be a dancing potato with a kiwi dancing on its head, and they're both doing a little jig. Thank you for the dancing potato with the kiwi, DS Pikachu real. I no longer have to describe what the sticker is. Now it will just appear on the screen. Oh, hang on, guys, it's not working. What the? Oh my god, it's not. Oh my god, it's not working. I have to spend 90 minutes doing this when I have to be playing the game on the night stream. Oh my god, 90 minutes later. Okay, guys, I fixed it. Are you ready for 1 hour of mouse PI when I'm complaining about progress gobbling the game? Thank you for the anthropomorphic pear. Renny-kun is here. Thank you. Pig-ups, thank you for the pear. Brother. I want us to go back to the era of him getting like real paranoid over certain games, and then asking for you to leave super thanks on the videos, like on the parts. Leave super thanks on the individual parts, and then he'll like roll it over and count it as part of the missed goal. Because that stuff never leaves. Like, that stuff is always in his mind as something to bring out if things get real desperate. That stuff is always available. It didn't go away. It's just on hiatus. It's in hibernation. A lot like this game. I think I might sunset myself early. Clearly not in the right zone to be tackling this final boss, but it's nice to at least dip my toes back into the world of Allahu Akbar. I will beat this. I will. It just won't be tonight. The casino saved him from literal hell. I miss when goals were real and not pretend. No, they're still real. We just can't see them. They're invisible. They're like, aren't the Smurfs invisible? Are they? No, it's not the Smurfs. Is it the Borrowers? No, it's Pikmin. The Pikmin are invisible to humans. Or it might be all three. I didn't miss anything except Dingus quitting again. I'm not quitting. I have just committed to coming back later at a later date, stronger than ever. I started the stream too late, which is funny because I didn't have much to do. You think I would have been out like slamming tequila, even though I don't drink, slamming quesadillos, tostadas, tacos, quesadillos, and burritos, and tortas, and chalupas. But no, I had a little plate of tacos. Shortest Dinger stream ever. Yeah, my energy's sapped, brother. I'll recharge. I'm kind of in a haze right now. But I'll come back stronger. Tomorrow, I'll figure out what I want to do. The schedule's weird. If you weren't here earlier, the Friday Kino Casino episode has been rescheduled, but they don't know what they want to do. So it will either be Thursday or Saturday. Now, in regards to Thursday, if it's Thursday, I won't restream. I have been invited by the illustrious Captain Lego Man to join him for another watch party, and it's with the show that I have a little bit of interest in. Captain Lego Man has invited me to watch Mystery Diners with him. I think this is a show on the Food Network. One of the fakest shows ever. It has a grantastical rating of 3 out of 10 on IMDb. It's a show about fake diners, fake mystery diners who get sent to restaurants to investigate the problems with the restaurants, but like all the scenarios are fabricated. But Capital wants me to join him for that. So Thursday night, I will be there no matter what. So I'm thinking Thursday stream, if I do one, will be an afternoon deal. So if the Kino Casino that can't be done on Friday gets pushed to Thursday, I can't restream it. If it gets pushed to Saturday, I still can't restream it because it's Saturday. In lieu of that, I'll probably restream tomorrow. They have at least one restream for the week. But their schedule is fucky, therefore my schedule is fucky. Saturday, I'm really thinking about it. I said Bubsy would be next, but I kind of want to play good games. I take a break from questionably bad games. I got a weird Zelda hankering lately. I kind of want to do Zelda 4 Swords. Saru was down, and I think I'm gonna ask UNF and Revsy if they would like to join. If they're open to Zelda 4 Swords. It's not a long Zelda, and I never played it co-op. I had the DSi version on 3DS. Oh, UNF's here, great. Okay. It's locked in. I just gotta ask Revsy. I had the DSi version, the Anniversary Edition, that was released on DSi, and then I moved that over, transferred it to my 3DS. But I played solo, which isn't nearly as fun. Solo requires you to switch between all the links, and you just don't have that experience, you know? It's not the same as the co-op experience. So it'd be real neat to get, like, 4 tards together and to try it co-op. When us 4 do multiplayer, we don't have, like, the issues. Like, it's not as bad as when Anne joins in and the connection drops to 1 bar. It's a shame. Anne needs to move. Anne's gotta move, like, to a different state with a different ISP. That's fucked up too, because he just recently got a router that didn't really improve his upload all that much. Thank you, Infamous KSD, 9 months at tier 1 for 11 months. But, and he says, Happy Dingo de Mayo, Dinga. Thank you. Happy Dingo de Mayo to you too, even though it's, 6 de Mayo. And, you make me sad, Ann. It's not Ann's fault. He didn't choose to live where he lives with the ISPs that he you know, he's stuck with the ISPs that he's got, you know? But, Ann tested his connection with the new router with Seru off stream, and it didn't improve his connection much, even with the new router. So he told me it was okay. It was okay for him to be left out of the Zelda thing. So I think we'll be going forward with Seru, UNF, and if Rebzy's fine, we'll toss in Rebzy. But yeah, if Rebzy says it's okay, Saturday, Zelda 4 Swords, that'll be our pre-anime night, little collab of the century. And we'll figure out a time, exact start time, as we get closer. I gotta get overlays set up and everything. Proxy him into a server somewhere so he only lags. Or he felting Ann's internet. Bro, I don't know what's up with Ann's internet. Since the dawn of man, Ann has always had bad internet. But it used to be really bad. If you remember the 2022, 2023 days, Ann used to self-felt on fight, booting up the streams. It was very, very unfortunate. I've had similar issues. The early half of 2023 was very bad for me personally. Well, at least I could call my ISP and finger wag at them. And all they did was come on over, move the router, drill a hole here and there, and my problems were solved. At least I've not had internet issues since then. Yeah, the Wi-Fi goon redeems. Other than that, yeah, I think that's what we got for the week. See, I want to do 4 Swords, because originally on GBA it was released with Link to the Past. The Link to the Past port got ported to GBA with additional features and shit. 4 Swords was included in that as a little bundle, little bonus. Why'd the music just die? There. I want to do the 4 Swords part of it first, and then probably do Link to the Past after. Because I know that's the one that people want to see. Of the 2D games, at least. I've never played that one before. And I decided for myself, as a GBA enjoyer, if I'm gonna play that game, I want it to be the sussy GBA version. Shit internet that changed it was happy that its quality improved, now it's shit again. You have to escalate the bomb threats to a manager? No, wait, no, Twitch, we don't have bombs here. To the intern listening in, we don't have bombs here, guys. I want to see Zelda 2. No, you want to see me save state 1,000 times? Yeah, I think you already saw that with Gex 3. Alright, guys. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna refresh, call it an early night, and get stronger. We're gonna get stronger together. Likely a restream tomorrow, and then Thursday, since I have the stuff with Capital, I'll decide if it's either this or the other difficult game that I'm playing, Rayman. The thing is with Rayman, you know, at least I'm not hard locked at the final level. Instead, I get hard locked at every individual level on the way to the final level. Have yourself a good night, guys. Happy Cinco de Mayo, Dingo de Mayo. And, I think I'll find you somewhere to send you to. It's nice to rest your eyes. It might just be the shortest Dingus stream ever. Wow! What a wake-up call, man. And I did off-stream practice, as I said earlier, and my off-stream attempts at the level were much better than my performance on-stream. I think I was too distracted by my camera. Why was my model tilting so much? I gotta look into that. Maybe my camera positioning is bungled up. But I do appreciate everyone stopping by for the short stream. Big ups, thank you so much. Thank you for choosing to spend your dreary evening with me on the Cinco de Mayo evening with me when you could have went literally anywhere else. You have so many places to be, and yet you choose to be here, right now, with me, right here, existing right now. Thank you to True Astral Man, thank you for the follow behind the scenes. Chowder. Bro, I didn't even know Chowder streamed. You should follow Chowder, follow Detractor. He's always here. You see him in the VC. You see him in the Shroom streams, the Dingus streams. You see him in the Seru streams. Chowder, how can you not know who Chowder is? You see him in the Ant streams. Give Chowder, the Detractor, a follow. And you might just see him live. Possibly. And thank you to Infamous KS again, the tier 1 for 11 months. One more month for a full year of Infamous KS. We're gonna go to Pahi. He's doing Kuso May. He's playing Sega Saturn Slappa. I've never seen a Sega Saturn in person. I'm sorry, Tevin. I'm sure it's a good console. But for this guy, he's exclusively playing bad games on it. But bye-bye, adios, and beamy time. We'll see you when we see you. And if we didn't see you, then we didn't see you. But if we did see you, then we saw you. And if we didn't see you, hopefully we will see you next time. If I can see myself in the mirror each and every single day, hopefully I can inspire viewers like you, Rue, to see themselves in their mirrors each and every single day. Look, the Saturn has some good games. Like Croc, for example. Though I think most people who played Croc probably didn't play it on the Saturn. They probably didn't even know that it was on the Saturn, actually. But everyone have a good night. And I'll see you on the next one. Probably a restream tomorrow. You represent me over there, so don't be weird. But no, Pahi's a good guy. Bye-bye. Yeah, we're ruining watch streaks tonight. Take it easy.